Here we go again with the punch him in the nuts. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to some self-defense techniques. So if you are into that type of thing, or you're looking to get into some sort of form of self-defense, it's always good to vet the place of the instructors that you intend to train with. Not getting into that detail today, just going to look at the techniques done by this channel called Aikido Flow. Never really heard of them, but they have quite a bit of content, quite a few subscribers, so let's see what it's all about.
Welcome back to Aikido Flow. Today we are looking at 3 simple self-defense moves that you must know. So when it comes to self-defense, we all might get into a situation where we might need to protect ourselves or other ones, our loved ones, and it isn't very easy issue because you've got laws that protect people. You can't use excessive force to hurt someone too much.
Shouldn't the law
so you really
protect
need to know
you?
what to do and how to do it in a way that you will not end up in a trouble. Because the last thing you want to do is to hurt someone and destroy their life, and you know, like that's just really not what we should do. So when it comes to self-defense, use it in the way where you protect without too much injury to the person that is at.
Okay, so basically what it's saying in a nutshell, at some point in life you may find yourself in a situation where you need to protect yourself or your loved ones. And when you defend yourself, it also needs to be within the confines of the law. Okay, I can't disagree with that. You can't necessarily, stab someone in the throat. That's extreme, right? I would think so. But assuming you have to fight back, you need to at least disarm him. Okay.
Attacking. So we're in a situation 1-to-1, which is lucky there are not more people. Something is kicking off, you know, like there is something, you just know that something might happen. You need to make sure that you cover your distance. The last thing you want is get too close and then not see what's going to happen. So you're covering your distance, and then this is an indication that you need to act. Yeah. So you just strike to the neck very nicely, gently. Here, it's just.
Didn't he just say, like, to not use excessive force within the confines of the law? I would think striking someone in the neck could cause serious damage or harm. Just saying. Not that I believe that the technique, firstly, is effective. However, striking someone to the neck can cause bodily harm, so he's kind of contradicting himself there. On the other hand, it's not necessarily that simple to counter-strike someone in the neck if they are trying to sucker punch you in the face and they are getting aggressive. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that this does happen, and the assailant, the attacker, the big guy over there with the black jersey, is going to be very calm and very accommodating about it all.
It's a very quick strike. This will disable him for a minute. You've got time to walk away. Make sure that he doesn't choke, maybe, probably. But you know, just you've got time to walk away. It's very easy, very simple. So next one is a bit of a top up. So you see this in action films, and you just get one of your knuckles out. Now the thing is, you can't do it this way to just kind of get it out, because you're gonna break your.
You see this in action films. Why are you taking self-defense lessons from an action film? You're supposed to be the self-defense expert, providing the techniques which are trial and tested. So are you suggesting that you just watch a lot of movies? Nevertheless, let's move on.
Thumb. So the way it's done is that you cover this and make it solid. Yeah. So then when I attack in the solar plexus or in the neck or maybe even in the ear, it's gonna be quite hurtful for him. So there is a difference between this and this. It feels different, yeah. So because we've got sticking out. So if you just punch someone in here or here, that's gonna be quite uncomfortable for them. You can follow up by a few other things after that, but it's just, if the situation is like you just want to finish it off before it started, I would just do that. Right, so next one is that we're seeing it from a punch. So he decides to just strike me in the face, bang, that's what it is. So you need to make sure that you protect. Now, when it comes to street scenarios, it will be very hard for you to be completely conscious and sort of being in full control of everything that you do. So you may end up protecting with the right hand, or you may end up protecting it with the left hand, whatever.
That makes absolutely no sense. Number one, you may not be conscious of what's happening, but you may be protecting with the left hand or the right hand, and he does this very flowery, pretty move, steps out. I'm going to tell you this much. This guy's never been in a fight. He's never been in a fight. Firstly, that thing there, you're going to break your knuckle. Why do boxers wrap their hands? Why do fighters wrap their hands? And I mean, your fist is strongest when it's clenched, right? But these bones, bone meets bone, it's going to hurt. Something's going to break. Sticking one bone out is a bad idea. Sure, perhaps, yeah, it looks like it will hurt, or maybe it will hurt. It's going to hurt you as well. That is not a self-defense technique. That's a very offensive technique, number one. Number two, this casual little flowery, what's that, snake thing? What is that? Have you seen what a real fight looks like? It's aggressive, it's ugly, it's in your face, it's dirty. There's punches in bunches. I don't have time to react to one little romantic karate punch. Just saying. But let's go on.
Always is best to maybe actually just use both and see what happens there. So what you're doing there, you're swapping the hands and striking at the same time into the neck. Yeah? It could be this, that could be that could be this, all of those things. But the main thing is that you actually just protect yourself and coming in. Yeah, this is a really good place for me to be. For him to punch me now, he would have to turn around. I've got loads of time. Yeah. So we get here, bang, 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 and then you can do other things, right? So nice and easy. Another thing that will save your life is kicking the nuts, all right? So this is one of the most vulnerable places on a man's body. It will hurt, but it will not damage them for too long. It will not be something that they will have to go to hospital for.
Because this guy's a medical doctor. He's a urologist. So one of those things that's going to save your life is kicking the nuts. But it will not damage them. Dude, have you been kicked in the nuts?
Hopefully. So we're here, situation is happening, you know, you feel like this is just too much, whack. That's it, yeah. Before he knows it, that's it. It could be a straight kick, there you go there. You might find a place here, that's it, yeah. Then you can walk off because they'll be on the floor. Right, so another thing, we are grappling, you know, something is happening there, we're trying to get each other down. You just find a good spot where you can punch him in the nuts, okay?
Here we go again with the punch him in the nuts. I mean, I thought we were kind of taking a shift in this, the whole theme of things here when he's mentioned grappling. I thought there was a little bit of hope here, but let's just watch that again. He's like, we are grappling. There's something happening over here. Okay.
There, we're trying to get...
Right. So, the gentleman in the black jersey has what looks like, almost like he was trying to clinch, but it's more like a wrestling inside tie. If he's controlling the biceps, that's a very controlling position. From there, you can manipulate, you can do a duck under, you can shoot for a takedown. He needs to sort of recover that. The objective here, if you are grappling in a grappling exchange, is to obviously focus on defending the arms and get an underhook or close the distance or get some sort of control over the opponent. I assure you, if someone has inside ties or have a clinch or even a single collar clinch, you are not going to be punching them in the nuts. You are not going to be, it's just not going to happen that way. But anyways, let's move along.
Each other down, you just find a good spot where you can punch him in the nuts, okay? Now you can sit down on it.
Why?
chair and watch him suffering probably for 20 minutes. Just, I don't know, if you smoke and just have a cigarette and stuff like that. It can be quite cool. But you know, this is really painful, and it really will take people down. So use it if you have to. Right, another thing, it's quite common to get into headlock, right? You're grappling, before you know it, you are in the headlock, right? So we get there, and so you've got free hands, right? So get them, squeeze them, and
Man, this guy just goes for the nuts. I mean, if he wrote the book or he did a self-defense seminar, it's probably like he has a thesis on how to attack the nuts. It kind of seems that way.
and get out, and then
He's smiling. Look at him, like he's smiling. He's so pudgy. This guy hasn't been in a fight ever in his life. Come on, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about it. He's never been in a fight, so he doesn't know how to tell you, or he can't tell you how to defend yourself in a fight. That's just my opinion, at least.
get your way, right? So again, squeezing that, not the most manly thing that you want to do, really. But you know, it will save your life, so why not?
Really.
Right, another thing is pinching. Again, doesn't seem like much, but if you do it in the right place, the person will let go of you. So in a situation, he's trying to hold on to me or something, you know, and you just kind of squeeze the back of the arm in here. So I do it gently though.
Oh man, this is getting a bit too awkward right now. Pinching and touching, and these guys need some time alone.
So it does work. So you can do it at the back of the arm in here, or you do it at the back of the thigh. Also, when you're grappling, you in a certain position, maybe you ended up on the floor, this may come handy. Yeah, this really hurts like hell. It leaves.
Yeah, there you have it, guys. Grappling 101. Just like if you end up on the floor, pinch him under the arm, or pinch him at the back of the thigh. Like, why didn't anyone tell me this? I mean, I spent the last 12 years of my life learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for absolutely nothing. Man, I should have watched this sooner.
Massive bruise as well. So, you know, hopefully this will be useful. So when it comes to street self-defense, it has to be simple, it has to be quick, and it has to work.
Okay, so there you have it. That's Aikido flow, and apparently 3 simple techniques on how to defend yourself in a supposed street fight. I think that was utterly useless, and objectively speaking, judging by the demeanor and look, I've been doing this for a while. Martial arts, combat sports, competing, and you kind of can tell a lot by a person just by the way they carry themselves, by their posture, the way they walk, their stance. The moment a person takes a stance, you know that person has trained and can throw a decent punch or not. That's what happens when you've actually experienced something close to a real fight. Be it sparring in a kickboxing gym, or competing, or actually fighting. This is the problem I have with self-defense. A lot of these self-proclaimed self-defense experts have never been in a pressure test, in a real life situation, in a real fight, and that is evident in the type of techniques they are teaching. Number one, if you are in a supposed street fight and you have no option but to fight, the first thing you want to be aware of is distance management. Okay, because if you are within a jabbing range, then you are in the range to get hit. So you either want to be way out or way in, really close where you can grab and hold and control the person and control the position, or you want to be out of the line of fire. Technical when metaphoric. The other thing is you want to be aware of where their arms are, where their hands are all the time. Are their hands in their pockets? Are they carrying a concealed weapon? Where are their hands? Because the hands is what is likely going to attack you. You want to be aware, conscious all the time. That's number 2. And number 3, you want to establish a level of control. You want to control the situation. You need to still be aware of your surroundings, and you need to control. So yes, most likely you are going to have to engage in some sort of grappling exchange. where you can control the assailant, the attacker, whether it's taking them to the ground, whether it's securing some sort of like a mount position, whatever it is. That would be reasonable advice. That's advice I would give everyone who kind of wants to understand the fundamentals of self-defense. Let's just not get into the old situational awareness and all those other things. Now, based on this guy's whole thing revolves around flowery movements, punching in the nuts, and tickling and touching and assuming that these... I mean, the problem is self-defense will get you killed. It will get you injured. If you learn self-defense from someone who's never experienced what a real fight is like. And that's why it's important to always, and I mean always, try and experience the pressure, intensity of a fight, be it through grappling or boxing. Get into some sort of combat sports situation. Now, my opinion on Aikido flow and their self-defense techniques, I mean, it's just not gonna work. I'm not convinced. But hey, you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care and goodbye.